Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Errmal's World. Here I am in front of the industrial building and some of that landscaping that I've been doing just outside of it. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we need to be doing today. We have the Hogwarts from the last episode. I'm breeding those up, making those awesome. Once I get a few more, I think I'll be ready to start bringing them back to our mob museum way over there in the distance. Been working on some trees. One thing that's nice about building in the desert biome is that the different colors are more contrasting to each other. So these are oak leaves, these little hanging down bits, and that's actually spruce leaves that are making up the majority of that tree. I did the same thing over here where I used the oak leaves as some sort of, let's call it a vine that's hanging down from there. Anyways, I think that tree's awesome. I want like another tree, I think right here. I think I'll bring these out, put a tree there, just so that when you're standing back here, let's go stand back here, there'll be another tree there to complement it. Not the same type of tree. I don't know what I'll make. Maybe something a little bit more furish like that, perhaps. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to work on that. But the other thing I wanted to introduce in this episode is another mega project. Mega project that I hope to start. We hope to start building the Hogwarts castle. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go fly around. I think I'll show you where I would put it. And then I'll show you some concept stuff that I've been working on in a different file. I like this swamp area. I like how the water is kind of a little bit darker, a little bit harder to see. And I think over here. So we're going to have to build up the whole mountainside. As you can see, this isn't really a mountain to put Hogwarts up on. But I think we'll build this up. Somewhere over here, we'll put the Great Hall that's on one side, and then there's a big ravine, and then the rest of Hogwarts Castle is on the other side. So somewhere over here, I think, is a great place to build up Hogwarts. Now we're going to kind of build it as much to scale as possible. It's going to be huge. And so I'm going to swing on over to a creative world where I've been designing out the colors, the size, just to get an idea of how big this project really is. So I will meet you over there. There's the Great Hall, which we're going to go ahead and put that one on the diagonal so that the rest of Hogwarts can be on the straights. Since there's all those different little angles that are throughout the castle. I think this is a good call. This is, I think, how big the Great Hall will be. Again, this is just one building. This is going to be the building, where all of the houses within Hogwarts, they come in. This is the Slytherin, or the Gryffindor table, the Slytherin table over there. And then at the end, of course, is where Dumbledore and the teachers will sit and watch over the kids while they eat or celebrate or whatever. Big tall roof, ceiling, playing around with the color for that one. Anyways, what I think, so this is big. This is, doing the math in my head, 42 blocks to get here to there on the diagonal, 18 across this way. All right, so that's big. I played around with different colors for the walls. If you see in the pictures of Hogwarts, it's not really a stone. It's more of a brick, but a plastered over brick, like this. So I think this white terracotta, that is actually pink. Shh, it's a secret. White terracotta looked the best. Maybe we can, as we build it, after we get the main structure up, put some bricks, maybe some smooth sandstone in there. I think those might be good complements to that. The ceiling right now I have is gray concrete. What you look at in the movies, it's a little bit greener, so I might swap that out, try something a little bit different. The floor here is just dark oak logs, just put down randomly in whatever direction that they happen to be. I think that makes a nice effect. I don't know if we'll end up doing that. That's a lot of dark oak logs, at least a shulker. I think to do everything we have here. This area out here, depending on which map you look at, because there's a lot of different variants on what exactly the Hogwarts castle looks like. Some of this is grass. Sometimes they have little, this is a fence that you then go out to. Sometimes it's part of the castle and its floor. So it just depends. we're gonna have to pick which variant we want to do in our version of Hogwarts, and then just make it that. But anyways, I kind of wanted to show this just for the scale, just how big it is. This is one building. It's going to end up being, I think, 400 blocks in one direction by 300 in another direction ish. And then of course there's all the landscaping, which is going to be even more than that. Yeah, so it's pretty big. And terracotta is not an easy block to go get. I mean, in creative here, I can just instantly have infinite amount. But in survival, which is where the Errmal's world is, it's not. Oh boy, I'm really trying to decide if I want to jump into that sort of massive undertaking or not. I think we do. I think we're going to go ahead and get that started eventually. So we're going to have a lot of episodes maybe where we're going and grinding and getting all of this terracotta, just so that we can start loading up many shulkers full so that we can start this project. Okay, so that's a pretty cool look at what Hogwarts might be like. As you can see, I went ahead and finished up this other tree while you were over there looking at that. One interesting thing is way in the back over there. Way over there. You can see, hold on, I'll learn how to use Minecraft controls one of these days. This is your standard, plant 4 spruce saplings next to each other. I do that to start with when I do these trees so that I have the materials, and then I take my magic silk touch, netherite hoe, get the materials, take the wood. Sometimes I leave parts at the bottom because I think that's where I want it-ish, and then I build up around it. I went with, this one's kind of a little bit more spirally. See, that one's a little kind of droopy. I love how this one turned out. I'm a big fan of this one. I like how the different colors are poking through. I'm lukewarm on this one right now, mainly because it's the same color, but it's supposed to be a different thing. So that's the bad thing about the desert. So we'll see. We'll see what I do. Maybe I'll leave it. Maybe I'll change it over to be more of a whatever this type of tree is, this invented type of tree. Oh, okay. Let's go take a nap. And then let's jump into the Nether. We'll take another look at the Hoglins, see how they're doing. Okay, let's see. Rockets are good. Let's grab those. And if you're wondering, why is this nether portal up on top of this building that's clearly meant to have the nether portal in there, it's because every time I move it, and then it pops back up here. I don't know how these algorithms work. So it's up here. One day I'll get frustrated enough that I'll finally figure it out and make that building look nice. Through the nether hub, let's go take a look at our hoglins. A little bit of rocket power just to get there a little bit faster. Oh yeah. Oh, look at all you guys. Yep, some of you are still name taming in progress. Some of you are still growing up. Alright, let's get some more. This is where I've been farming the fungus. Alright, you guys eat something? Eat some. Have a lovely one of these. You guys don't want any. Okay, fine. Let's just eat. Okay, awesome. Yeah, once I get a few more of these guys, then we will go ahead and move them over to the other place. At least one. I just need one in the other place. Alright, so I think from here, I think my big goal is to, start the big grind. The big grind for terracotta. I do know where there's a biome for that. I'm not, I don't have too many of those types of biomes, so I'm a little nervous that by the time we're done taking everything we need from it, there won't be that biome there anymore. But we'll see. It's an infinite map. Maybe we'll just keep going out until we find something else. Maybe that'll be my next quest. Alright, we'll jump back with you in just a little bit.
Hello.
Welcome, unvalued one. Let me get this menu back. Okay, I'm getting back to Minecraft. Hold on. I'm slow. Okay. So I don't know what you're hoping to work on today. There's lots of stuff that needs to happen. You could work on the outlining. What do you think? Outlining?
Not that.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna work on the walls maybe. Did you
Okay.
want it?
Yeah, sounds good.
Did you want it? Did
The
you want it?
wall
Did you
goes
want it?
on
I
this
just saw the
outside
terracotta.
block. I don't want to use two wide ones. I just the one on the outside.
So you want
Yes.
it like
Yes.
this?
I'll fix these inside ones. I'll fix these inside ones to dark oak because I really like this dark oak
Okay.
log look. Looks good. It was a. I didn't know if
So
I was gonna do
then,
it, but I did it, and it's a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and work on that. I'll. Okay. Sounds good.
okay. Do I keep going?
Yes. Yes, you do. Yep, all the way around the outside.
So this is okay. Because the courtyard we were talking about earlier is
Yes,
that
yes,
way.
yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for all your help.
Okay.
All right, let's give a little tour of what we've done so far of Hogwarts. Unvalued Wand came by and she helped put up the wall over here, helped get the white terracotta in place. We have lots of terracotta to go. And another about a half of a shulker box. We used about a half of a shulker box. A little over a half to get to where we're at here. This is the Great Hall. See, I labeled it. If you label it, then it's real. So yep, so that's gonna be the Great Hall, grass courtyard. I'm not gonna go through all the different rooms. Just know that I'm outlining the floor plan based on a map that I found on the Googles. Always going to the Googles, and the Google I found said, hey, this is the layout. I'm not going to stay completely true to that particular one that I downloaded. It seems fine. It's fine. But there are a few things that I don't necessarily like about it. Like in the map of the layout that I got, this out here in front of this, this is just a big room that has stairs that only go down. And then when I look at the models, the 3D models that you can find online, it has this nice green courtyard here. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have a green courtyard here because I think that looks better than the stairs going up and down. Right next to the Great Hall, and the opening will be somewhere in here, is you'll come into here, and this will be the room with the moving staircases. Part of this circle, see this big circle? This is a 40 diameter circle, 40 diameter circle. Part of it that kind of goes in this angle here is the moving staircase wall, but then there's these rooms that go off to the side, and they're labeled like as the game room and the den. I don't know if those made it into the movie or not. I don't recall what those are, but according to the little mappy map that I found again on the Googles, and just to make sure that I give credit to where credit is due, one quick second here. The Googles, this was a map drawn by Randwolf. Like I said, I'm going to follow that one mostly because it's got the straight lines everywhere. It's got, yes, this needs to go perpendicular to this, and hey, that works great in Minecraft. And then I found some of the 3D models, which have, things that can go in any direction, and they're not quite straight. Yeah, I'm going to try to, of course I want it to be as pretty as the models, but I need it to fit in Minecraft. So it's going to be a combination of all of those different sources that we found. In teal, just because this was a garbage block that I had a ton of, I'm doing this outline, this floor plan outline. If it's an interior wall, I decided I wanted to use something different, so I am using grass. This right here is actually the ladder. Sometimes you fall down and you don't want to use rockets to get back up. So interior walls are grass or dirt or whatever I have on me, kind of like the other block, but the outside walls are going to be this teal color. And I had to start some farms. I got some dark oak over there. I got some spruce here because we're going to need lots of that type of stuff. So I decided I might as well have the farms nearby so that every once in a while I can go down and do the harvesting and keep that going while we're doing the building. The other thing that I would like to do, and what I think I'm going to start working on next, again, Unvalued Wand came and helped get this wall up. We helped get this floor together. But I want there to be like about 5 blocks below this, just like a big dirt floor. Just in case, not just because for falling, which of course we're going to fall a lot, but we're going to need a place for all of this storage. And storing it here in the Great Hall is fine for now, but eventually we're going to want to start doing detail work. And having all our storage in the middle of the detail work isn't quite what's going to work. I don't know if this, let's go ahead and take a looky up here. This wall is 9 blocks high. We'll see. It might need to go to 11. So maybe there's some more doings of the deeds over there. Anyways, if you go and do the Googles and you find yourself your own Hogwarts map, this is the biggie tower. There's one huge tower, a bunch of towers, but one really big one. That's this one. There's a little building stuff here. And this makes up like a third of Hogwarts. Then there's this ravine that goes in between them. And the bridges where they're always walking across these bridges and there's these big vistas. And it's like, whoa, there's this tiny person walking across this huge bridge connecting the things. And then it connects to the other part of Hogwarts. Yeah, so it's a big build. And then, of course, if we want to do the landscaping, which we do want to do, we'll bring the cliffs down appropriately on the front side of this. We'll have kind of a different color water out there. We'll get rid of these islands if that's not part of what we need to put it there. Lots of work. But what I'm going to start working on now, however, is a little bit of that floor that goes under here. So I'm going to need dirt. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just plow through, get rid of some of the trees. We're going to need the wood anyways. Level this out, not because it has to be level, but because I want the dirt. And just use this dirt here. Get all that and start building that floor in. That's going to be below, maybe like 5 or 6 blocks down there. You can see I kind of started with some of the teal there. Maybe will be the start of it, and it just builds out that way. I don't know how much more I'm going to get into this episode. I certainly am not going to do I did a little building off camera, and here's the whole Hogwarts castle done. Little trick. That's too much. Funny, that would be awesome, but that's too much. We're not going to get to that. Hopefully we can have some more collabs with, the other folks here on the server. You can have them come out, see them helping out, building the things, adding walls, adding details. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. But before I let you go, I'm going to show you that I am cool now because I have 2 netherite hose. And you're cool when you have one that has Fortune 3 on it and one that has Silk Touch. See, the problem with the dark oak trees is that if you just let the leaves to spawn, you don't get a lot of saplings. You get some. You get about exactly enough to build what you just took down. It's like 1 tree's worth of leaves will give you like 4 saplings or something. So I went and got the hoe. That makes you get rid of the leaves super fast, and it makes it drop lots and lots of saplings. Anyways, yeah. So that's what I'm going to leave you at here. We're going to keep working on this. Keep looking forward to the next one that we release, and have a good time. All right. See you later, guys.